This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard. Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 136. My name is Adam Patterson. With me today we have Kevin Rakestraw. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing all right.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Pretty good.
Now, Ryan, before we get started today, there was something you wanted to plug. Last year, if you were listening, there was a charity bike-a-thon.
Yeah.
Is that what you could call it? A bike-a-thon?
Yeah.
Biking?
There's a charity bike-a-thon for Friedreich's ataxia, which is the disease that Ryan has. And they're doing it again this year. And we'll make sure to put a donation link in the show notes. But if you want to go ahead and do that, there's someone riding for you.
Yeah,
right?
last year did 25 miles. This year's done 50.
Doing 50 miles.
50
50
miles.
miles.
Whew.
It's not a normal bike, right? Isn't he do you ride some kind of weird bike?
Is it
Yeah, he
recumbent?
has like a couple thousand on. Like he's a serious biker.
He's a serious biker.
Wait, did you say like a couple thousand bikes? Is that what you said?
That's what I thought he said. I was like, well, if you have a couple thousand bikes, you're really serious. I mean, that's like more than a bike shop has.
He doesn't ride half face.
He's not rocking the Murray, the 8-speed Murray. Not
Does he
good enough
ride
for
a
10.
Does he ride a red line?
He doesn't.
No.
I used to when I was younger.
I remember your red line. That was a sweet red line.
Yeah, well, I love that thing.
All right. All right. Getting a little too excited over there, buddy.
Cool your jets. Cool your jets, buddy.
I know talking about Murrays and Huffies is exciting, but get with the program.
You got them all ramped up.
Are you still watching that Shadow of Mordor footage and it blew you off your chair?
Yes.
That epic Lord of the Rings action blew you off your chair.
I was in the game. Like EA Sports. Only Ryan is in the game.
Motion control.
He's got like a haptic feedback wheelchair that launches him off of his chair. Oh man. So again, bike-a-thon. When is this taking place?
It's on Sunday, October 12th.
Sunday, October 12th. So make sure you click on the link in the show notes and send some money his way to help support Friedreich's ataxia research. What movie did we have you watch this week?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Picked this in honor of Dracula Untold coming out this week. Get it? It's a monster theme. It's a monster theme.
Stupid.
I wasn't sure what it was.
It's a monster theme.
Glad you cleared it up.
This is written and directed by Stuart Beattie. I have a synopsis here. Frankenstein's creature finds himself caught in an all-out, centuries-old war between two immortal clans. Stars Aaron Eckhart and Bill Nighy, Miranda Otto. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Frankenstein?
It was shitty.
Oh, you can't start with that. You gotta save that to the end.
I love Bill Nye and Aaron Eckhart is good and bad, man. But no, it just didn't work with this.
I think I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but what happened to Aaron Eckhart?
I don't know.
Didn't like around Thank You for he was going to be the next
trajectory straight up.
Yeah, like ever since Thank You for Smoking, he was going to be huge. He was going to be the next big thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing.
Gone.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is what happened.
I think that he was on a downward trajectory before that.
Well, there's Battle Los Angeles, Olympus Has Fallen, The Rum Diary, Love Happens, Rabbit Hole. Man, he hasn't done much since The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a shame. I like him. So what happens in this movie, Ryan?
He's Frankenstein and
Frankenstein's monster.
uh,
Yeah,
and,
get it right. God.
and he kills Frankenstein's wife as
Jeez.
revenge. And Frankenstein himself freezes to death. And fast forward 200 years, and there's a war between demons and gargoyles. And it's gonna come to it all because they find out that he doesn't have a soul and he's hard to kill and he's very strong. And demons want to capture him because they can put a dead soul into his body and reanimate him. And they want to take all these dead bodies and reanimate all of them into an army so that they can kill all the gargoyles. And at first, the gargoyles don't trust him. Then, after about 15 minutes, they do trust him. And they fight, and he kills a bunch of demons and draws the gargoyles to the demons. And the gargoyles win. And that's it. Oh, and there's a side love story
Ooh. Sort of.
in which he asks for a companion, and I believe we're supposed to think that the woman becomes his companion because he falls in love with her.
So he ends up with a soul in the end.
He still doesn't have a soul.
Oh.
Hmm.
What?
Demons try to possess him, and he rejects that soul.
Wow, this movie sounds terrible.
So why? I gotta ask, why are demons and gargoyles fighting?
Why can't they just be friends?
I
I know.
gargoyles were always bad. Like, I know gargoyles guard stuff, but I thought they were like bad people.
No.
And they're the apparent good guys. And they go to heaven when they die. That's like a big deal of this movie.
What? The gargoyles going to heaven?
And the demons go to hell.
Well,
Like
obviously.
Well, aren't they from hell to begin with? They just go back to where they came
I
from.
was gonna say, so they just go back home, is what you're saying.
when they're killed, they have what's it? That game where you kill people and
Scrabble.
no
Octopus is Scrabble.
Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaper.
Oh, the video game. Legacy
Yeah,
of Kain, Soul Reaver.
Yeah,
That game was... I didn't like that game.
they die sort of like that. Like if they explode into a bunch of little orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And then,
And he collects the orbs for power-ups.
Is that what Aaron Eckhart does?
Does he level up? Are there scenes where he's picking his new stats?
That would actually make this movie interesting.
And he's like, you know what? I have enough here to get a double jump, but I don't know. Maybe I want more hit points. I go with the double jump, and then for the rest of the movie, he can do a double jump.
Oh God. So honestly, why are the gargoyles and demons fighting? Like what are they fighting for?
It's a war that the humans don't know about. And
So they've been fighting for a while.
Okay, if the humans don't know about it, where are they fighting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
In the alleys?
I didn't see this movie, but in the trailers, there's demons and gargoyles everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a plethora of them. Just
They're-
running rampant through the
they're-
streets.
And really, how many gargoyles can there be? I mean, I've been to a lot of cities, and I haven't seen that many gargoyles.
Apparently, there's a whole lot.
Where are they hiding out?
In their castle.
Are they in
Oh, in the
storage?
gargoyle castle.
In storage. Down in the basement at the Guggenheim.
Is it like the TV show Gargoyles, where during the day they turn into stone and then at night they come alive?
Yes.
So why don't they just destroy them when they're stone?
Yep.
Boom,
Because
done.
they immediately turn human.
What?
Well, still, then
When
it'd be
there's danger, they turn human.
okay. So during the day they're humans, and then so they can turn into stone, but they can also turn into humans.
They turn in, you could call them human. They're like normal looking people.
So they hide their identities,
Yeah.
so the demons don't kill them.
Do they hide their identities under hoodies and leather jackets?
No, they
I'm pretty
do-
sure Frankenstein does,
Oh, yeah.
or Adam. His name's Adam.
Adam
They-
Frankenstein.
Adam Frankenstein.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord have mercy.
The main gargoyle in this, whose name is Gideon. And most of the ones have crazy names. And then his name is Adam.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Oh,
What I don't understand, and this movie isn't the only one that does it, but anytime a lot of times when they show Frankenstein's monster, it's like his face is Aaron Eckhart's face, but he just has scars and stitches through his face. But if we're led to believe that he is actually a monster that's made up of multiple people, why would he have cuts on his face like that? You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
Like, he looks like he's patchwork, right? His face.
Yeah, but wouldn't it?
But why would it-
Wouldn't
it-
Dr. Frankenstein get like a full face?
Right. Why, if he used the head, if the entire head is from one person, why would he have the scars and stitches all over his face?
And I mean,
And,
this
and
is
if
back
not,
in-
if he did use multiple faces, then there'd be different skin tones. It would look like it was made up of several people.
you would think. And I mean, this is 1795 when Victor does this, Dr. Frankenstein. So I mean, it's not like corpses were guarded. You could easily
That's
get a
true.
full face. You
Yeah.
can get a full face easy.
But I guess maybe the reason is because he used a face that was could have been all mangled up.
Oh, could be.
You know, the rats
be.
could have gotten to it.
Probably.
They didn't have the
You
same
gotta-
kinds of body preservation that we have now.
No, you gotta look out for those rats.
Yeah, absolutely. So the
So again,
gargoyles win.
so again, why are the gargoyles? What are they fighting for?
Dominance.
Anything?
They're fighting because I guess the demons are trying to reanimate all these corpses and build an army and take over the world.
Okay.
And
So
that's
really,
what
so the
it's-
so the gargoyles are like the protectors of
Yeah,
the humans.
yeah.
That's nice.
It's kind of odd that though that demons from hell, descendants of Satan, are trying to take over the world, and angels are nowhere to be seen. Are there angels? Or is this all
the
gargoyles?
main gargoyle is a descendant of archangels.
Oh, okay. All right.
You would you would think that instead of gargoyles, it might have been a better idea to use angels. Because
Gargoyles.
where are they at during all this? They're just sitting back like, well, whatever. Let them deal with it.
Gargoyles got it.
There you go. Those gargoyles got it. Got that shit on lock. Take care of those demons.
So when they go to hell, can't they just come back? I mean, they're demons.
Yeah, I mean, how did they... Yeah.
They have no corpse to come back to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, there's no corpses? There's no corpses left in the entire world?
Well, apparently they need electricity to do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where all these corpses are hanging. There's a room.
Demons from hell. Demons from hell need electricity to do their thing. That makes no sense.
Still, wouldn't they be able to find the I mean, wouldn't they be able to just use the exact same method in which they came here in the first place to just come back? I'm just imagining when the demon dies and goes back to hell, he goes home and his wife's waiting for him, and he hangs up his hat and he's like, "Man, I really tried. I really tried today, but they got me again." And his wife's like, "Oh, we'll just go back and try tomorrow. We'll get there. Don't worry."
Also, when the demons like turn into demons, they're human, and all of a sudden their head explodes.
Whoa.
And he catches on fire. And
When?
the gargoyles, they're human, and then all of a sudden they flap their wings, and while they're flapping their wings, they turn into gargoyles.
Yes, I think I saw that in the trailer. Lots of wing flapping.
Now, when the gargoyles and the demons are duking it out in the alleyways, how are people reacting? Regular humans, or do they just never see this?
They don't really humans don't really react to it. They don't show it that much. They show one human cop dying, but that's about it for well, they show doctors, but they don't die.
You'd think that if there was this huge war raging between demons and gargoyles, that it'd be all over the news or social media at the very least.
Apparently, the humans don't have any means of killing demons.
Yeah, but still. If I saw a giant war between demons and gargoyles, you better believe I'm recording that.
Oh, yeah.
It's going on the YouTubes.
Can't believe no one's picking up some sweet footage of demons versus gargoyles.
I'd be live streaming that shit.
I think we're kind of forgetting that Frankenstein is even in this movie.
Yeah.
This is all gargoyles and demon talk.
But why is he in it? Like, I just don't understand why this movie exists. Like, what an odd story to have Frankenstein.
Apparently, he's the only one that can kill demons. Aside from gargoyles.
Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This movie is ridiculous.
Let's talk about the director, Stuart Beattie. The only other movie he directed was Tomorrow When the War Began, which I saw that it was kind of like Red Dawn. It's like an Australian version of Red Dawn.
Okay.
Wasn't too bad. It was kind of sappy at times and a little ridiculous, much like Red Dawn. He's mostly known as a writer. He wrote a ton of movies, including 30 Days a Night. He did, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. He did G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra.
The movie that never came out.
Was that the second one? Yeah, it was the second. Or no, it wasn't. That was the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Rise of Cobra was the first one. I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
He also did the upcoming Tarzan movie. Yeah.
That sounds... Why is there a Tarzan movie coming out? Like, who the fuck cares about Tarzan?
Somebody. People care about it. Alexander Skarsgård, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh my
Tarzan.
goodness. That's gonna flop.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. Christoph
Oh
Waltz
my
is in it, though.
Okay. Just read the storyline. Did you read the storyline for Tarzan?
Yes, I just read it.
Tarzan living in London.
Living it up. So I guess it's kind of like a sequel.
And then he goes back to his home in the jungle to investigate some activities at a mining encampment.
Yeah, it's directed by David Yates, who did a lot of the Harry Potter movies. From what I hear, those aren't too bad. So I don't know. Maybe it won't be terrible. Who knows?
Sure.
Also on this, the gargoyle second in charge. He was in the Divergent movie, and I don't know if any of this matters, but the demon second in charge is the guy that was in Underworld that has the real deep voice.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Where it's like unnatural. It sounds like they've
Yeah,
artificially altered his voice in some
yeah,
way. It's like the
yeah.
deepest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, this looks like Underworld. I mean,
It sort of does.
it
Well, a
definitely
lot
has an Underworld
of
vibe.
underworld there, isn't it?
What's
Yeah,
that?
Bill Nye, he's in Underworld.
Well, how is Bill Nighy, by the way?
Huh?
Because you say you like him. Is he at least good in this movie?
He's no, not really.
No.
I like him a lot because like underworld, the like parts of the game.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, this it says here that it's written by the guy that did Underworld.
Okay. Well, then there's your connection.
Yeah.
I do remember in the trailers they said something about that.
It looks like the male version of Underworld. And then they're like, let's just make him Frankenstein's monster too.
I think there's a reboot for Underworld coming. A new one.
He's back
Fantastic.
until Sunday. I don't care.
Well, she wasn't in the was it the second one?
Oh
The
yeah.
third one? There was one of them that she wasn't in, and they replaced her with some other girl that looks exactly like her. I don't really remember too much about those Underworld movies except I hated the second one, I liked the third one, and I hated the fourth one.
I didn't know there was that many Underworlds.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Wow. So how's Aaron Eckhart? Because he's at least a decent actor too. Is he as bad as Bill Nye?
His acting is okay. Some of the lines he says,
Well, I'm sure
I
the writing's terrible.
I blame on the script writing, but Aaron Eckhart was he was decent.
Now, does he do a terrible voice?
No, I mean, no.
For some reason, I'm remembering him doing like a terrible voice in
When
the
he was
trailer.
Two-Face, he did. I thought his
Well,
voice was like deeper. It was.
hmm. All right. Any final thoughts, Ryan, before we give you your drum roll?
Skip it.
Skip it. All right. There you have it. All right. What do you give I, Frankenstein?
Or
4 out of 10. It's not too bad.
That's actually a lot higher than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
it
Now
did-
what?
It didn't make me want to call my eyes out, but it was stupid.
So that's what constitutes a 4.
Yeah.
That's good to know. We should make a map.
It does seem like a 4 kind of movie.
It did get a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe
Really?
that's why.
A 4%.
A
Oh, wow.
4%.
Wow. Okay. So maybe not a 4 kind of movie. Maybe like a 2 or 1. Well, at least it didn't get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Left Behind score. 2.
We got three freshes. One
The
from
vis-
Chicago Reader, Sci-Fi Movie Page, and Movie Web.
Hmm.
So there you go.
So what are you thinking about Dracula Untold?
I was kind of excited, and now I'm not for 2 reasons.
Hit me.
Number one, it's rated PG-13.
Oh, I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Doesn't bode well.
Number two, if it's anything like this movie, fuck that.
It looks a lot like this movie. I
can't.
mean, at least visually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that a guy that the only other thing he did was a short movie back in 2006.
Yeah, Gary Shore.
Unless there's unless there's projects that aren't on IMDb.
It is
It's
kind of
just-
crazy. Because, I mean, he has literally done nothing. I mean, he doesn't, no special effects work, no writing, no acting, no nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
how did he land this? Who is this guy?
I don't know.
I mean,
High-end commercials apparently.
oh, okay.
High-end commercials.
That makes a little bit more sense then.
Yeah, oh my goodness. A fake film trailer, which led to a development deal and a subsequent 3-picture deal with Universal.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
They must have
Anyone-
been pretty impressed. Does it say there what if he's done any commercials that we would know?
It doesn't say. I'm
Okay.
sure you could look it up, but
Yeah.
you gotta be kidding me. And you wonder why you guys keep losing so much fucking money.
Well, that seems to be what the studios do nowadays. Is that they get for a lot of these blockbuster movies, they just get young, not very experienced directors to tackle them, and that way it's not as big of a deal if it doesn't do well.
I'm sure it still has a ridiculous budget, though.
I'm sure it does. Does it say 100 million?
Oh
$100 million budget.
my god.
That's pretty
Wow.
big. And it's not enormous, but it's pretty big. I'd call that a big budget movie.
Mm.
Like, what are I think the average lower budget movies like 40 nowadays.
Mm.
Either way, this does not look very good to me at all.
It's not gonna.
And now that Ryan, you pointed out the PG-13 rating, definitely
Ugh.
not. How can you have a Dracula story?
Exactly.
I mean, the trailer makes it out to be that he's like murdering hundreds of people because it looks.
There's not gonna be any blood. That's why.
Well, that's what it's going to be. How can you have a movie?
Vampire movie.
Yeah.
The one.
You have a vampire movie with no blood,
It'll be sparkling orbs.
sparkling orbs. he bites them and glowing orbs come out and he absorbs them.
And then buys double jumps later.
It's kind of a shame. I do like Luke Evans and Dominic Cooper. I like him too.
Well, you're not gonna like him in this.
Well, I'm not going to see this, so
Oh.
it's not going to be it's not going to be an issue because I will not be seeing this.
Mm.
All right. Any final thoughts, Ryan, on Dracula Untold or I, Frankenstein?
Nope.
Were you a fan of any of the classic Universal monster movies?
I like the original Frankenstein.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, I like the original Dracula.
Which one are you referring to? The real old one, or
The one
or
I'm
the Bram
thinking
Stoker
is
one?
Well, I like both of them. I also like the Interview with the Vampire.
I like Interview with a Vampire. What's your take on monster movies, Kevin?
I don't think I have a take.
You've never seen a monster movie?
I don't know. I'm sure I have. I just don't remember them. That's my take. They're not memorable. I don't
think,
remember any of them.
I think Dracula was pretty memorable. The Francis Ford Coppola Dracula.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, maybe you should make it part of your
Do I have
Halloween
to?
your Halloween watching.
Do I have to?
No,
Good. I don't want to do that.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman,
He's awesome in it.
Anthony Hopkins, Keanu Reeves, Richard E. Grant,
Actually, now I kind of want to rewatch
Tom
that.
Waits. Yeah, I might actually watch this. Winona Ryder. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
It's been years since I've seen that one, so I'll give it a watch. All right, I think that will wrap it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Send us your questions to podcast@filmpulse.net. We'll be sure to answer them on the show. Follow us on Twitter at FilmPulseNet, at FilmPulseKevin, and at My Legs Don't Work. And be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. FilmPulse.net. My name is Adam.
Hey, my name's Kevin.
Oh man. We'll see you on Monday.
See you later.
It's rideataxi.kinterra.org/FAF/donorreg/donorpledge.asp question mark I event equals 1103366 ampersand SUPID equals sign 391827422. That's not that much.
Oh, I could easily read that over the air. I'll remember it. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll put it in the show notes then.